Hey everyone, Regal Reviews here. It is White Rice Wednesday, so it's time for my Survivor recap. So to recap on tonight's episode, it basically leaves off with the Amari blindside last week. Thank goodness. But Zeke and Adam are, they're in shock, understandably, and Zeke wants to be left alone to kind of like process what happened, but poor Hannah wouldn't leave him alone. I believe she's like, I'm not trying to be the victim. I'm not trying to be the victim. And she just kept going on and on and on. And I love Hannah, don't get me wrong, but she was even getting on my nerves too. And they're just kind of trying to figure out where to go from here. With the Millennials, it's still obvious that, Figgy and her alliance clearly has the numbers. And Adam and Zeke are on the out. So they're kind of trying to figure out who they can persuade. Adam was talking to Hannah and Michaela about how Michelle saved Figgy and how they're going to be loyal to them till the end. So Figgy, Taylor, Michelle, and Jay are going to be, like a tight four. So his case was that that they should get rid of either Taylor or Figgy, to kind of dissolve that alliance. And over in the Gen X tribe, it's I don't know, it's kind of mellow over there. The only thing that's interesting though is that Paul is a fisherman, but he's going out to try to get fish and he hasn't come back with anything yet. It's just kind of blows my mind in a way. But there's an interesting twist in tonight's episode. Adam went to get tree mail and they had to draw rocks, and whoever got the orange rocks got to go on what they called a recon mission and got to have some one-on-one time with some of the other Gen X tribes, to try to feel them out and see what's going on over there. So, ironically enough, it was Figgy, Will, Jay, and Taylor who went over to the Gen X tribe, and the Gen X tribe, it was Paul, David, Cece, and Chris who got to talk with the Millennials, and they seem to get along pretty good. Apparently the Millennials call Ken a Ken. They call him Ken doll, and with Paul, it seemed like he was trying to relate to the Millennials in a way. He's saying that he's was part of a band, but they went in the water, and I believe it was Figgy and Taylor left behind of Cece and David, and Cece revealed that they are on the outs and everything because they're trying to get a feel like Figgy and Taylor are trying to get a feel like who's the leader, who's running things over there, and they are very quick to say Paul's running things, and they said they're on the outs. And Taylor and David got to have a moment where David actually admitted that if there is a tribe swap, he will drop tribes inside of the Millennials. And David even said, like, if there's 3 Millennials and 2 Gen Xers, he will vote that Gen Xer outside of the Millennials. So that could potentially work out in David's favor. The immunity challenge, what was, they had to go under and over these obstacles, and they had to go on this balance beam while carrying bags. And the thing that was interesting was that, it's hard carrying that weight around. So Jeff said that if you wanted to carry somebody else's bag, you can, but that just means you have to go around a second time. So they had to carry their own bag and then carry somebody else's, which actually makes it pretty easier because just say Will, for example, he wants to, well, actually I think it was, it was Taylor who carried his bag, and then he actually carried somebody else's bag, went back, and then carried his own. So that person got to go over with no bags then, so it was easier. The Millennials tribe had a great lead. They seemed to be ahead of it all. The Gen X tribe, they were going really slow on the balance beam. Cece was taking forever. I mean, by the time she got across, 3 Millennials already were past her. And Lucy was almost about ready to have a bitch fit because they're trying to tell her to come on, let's go, let's go. And the Millennials are trying to throw their sandbags at this at the Millennials Gen X logo because they have to throw it and then they have to reassemble the puzzle. So Jay is throwing it, and it looks like that the Gen X tribe is going to catch up to them. But it was Zeke and Michelle solving for the Millennials tribe, and Sunday and David solving for the Gen X tribe, and the Millennials tribe did end up winning, so congratulations, Millennials. I'm Team Millennials, so I'm happy that you guys won. Sunday and David did do a great job on the puzzle, but it was because of their time in the balance beam really cost them. I gotta say, Sunday's been at like 2 puzzle challenges, and she's really good at them. So somebody on the Gen X tribe is going home, and they're debating if they should get out Cece for obvious reasons, because she's the reason why they lost, or get rid of Paul, because he's kind of leading that other alliance over there. And they're kind of up in the air until, I believe it was Jessica who went over to Paul, and Paul said that if an opportunity came up where it was a guys' alliance, he would drop the girls and go for the guys. I'm like, are you kidding me? You just blew it right there. So at Tribal Council, it was quite funny because Jeff was asking them, like, do they text at all? And they said, like, how do you spell you? Do you spell it with just a U, or do you spell it Y-O-U? And, you know, that's pretty basic. They're talking about the challenges and everything. Nothing really major came up. And it was almost a tie vote there for starters. And I actually almost thought that David was going to use his idol. I don't think he would have, because he's not that close, really close to anyone yet, but they had that long music going on, so I kind of thought maybe something would happen. But in the end, Paul did end up going home, and one way I was surprised, but then another way I wasn't, because I thought they'd go with Cece, but Cece is an easy vote down the line, whereas Paul was no help around camp. He was running things on the other alliance, and that comment he made, he definitely blew it for himself. The previews for next week is interesting. Apparently there's like a shift in the Gen X tribe. Apparently Lucy, who we haven't heard much of this season, is trying to call the shots next week. And it seems like there's going to be a big showdown in this one challenge between the Millennials and the Gen Xers. And apparently Wave takes Jeff away. So always glad to watch Survivor. I love this show. I hope you guys enjoyed Survivor tonight. And I hope you guys enjoyed my Survivor recap. If you guys want to watch Survivor, it is on Wednesdays, 8 p.m. on CBS. I hope you guys enjoyed everything tonight, and until next time, stay regal.